Hello, and welcome to another Wargame Red Dragon cast. Me, Rangru. Today we have another replay from the Wargame Bootcamp Discord Rookie Tournament. That is with an R. And today, on the left-hand side, in the blue, we have ourselves a Riko playing as a Scandinavian deck. And on the right-hand side, in the red, we have Scorpi playing as an Entente deck. So, pretty interesting matchup. I haven't seen Scandi in quite a while, but Entente, of course, being one of the classic plays for Red 4 players, yes, as well as Finnish Poles. Well, yeah, off the bat, we got a pretty heavy push here from Riko, pushing into Foxtrot, while Scorpi is definitely focusing much more on his northern end. He has a whole lot of infantry troops, the reconnaissance tank, and some anti-air. Both sides really rushing for the opposite flanks. Riko is going to be sending some things into Foxtrot. No, they're going up north, but the Hara is going to catch him and get some rather nice strafing hits off. There is a Wildcat, and that Wildcat is pretty wild. Enough to force off the Hara, but he's already shot off his load, so not really that big of a deal. But really shoot it down? He's dodging, and he does manage to escape on just 1 HP. Oh, no, never mind. Okay, the Scout Defender only has rockets, I was about to say. But it doesn't matter it has rockets, because, well, he's got blown up by Mr. Server. What a saint. Yeah, both sides is rushing to capture different flanks here. I definitely feel like Scorpi does have a bit more of an advantage as he's controlling Gulf with his positioning, where Riko, I mean, he is in between Foxtrot and Bravo, but Scorpi still has a pretty good hold on Bravo. You can definitely get a safe CV down over here, or Foxtrot, I mean. And then Bravo, it's well, really anyone's game. Neither side is barely pushed onto here. Scorpi does have some special troops he could use to move up. Yeah, Scorpi is definitely in the better position so far, I have to say. He's going to be pushing through into his forest. And Pados and Mechanoias. The Dragoneers ain't going to do much. And we got some Faust from which make fare a bit better, but they are definitely quite outgunned here. And yeah, Scorpi is pushing pretty hard into Gulf. If he can secure this forest line that he's currently holding, get some ATGMs or tank share, I mean, you pretty much secure the sector as you can knock out its bridge reinforcements and the reinforcements coming down south. Riko is just going to be bringing some infantry to try and secure the line. He hasn't really managed to make much progress through here in the central position of the map. This is a pretty good position to hold on to if you do manage to, well, get on through, because you can actually start harassing Charlie, and that's a pretty big point to capture. He is getting an infantry squad into Bravo, which will definitely be rather helpful. Yeah, Scorpi's definitely leading the momentum so far in the early stages of this match. On this M84 is in a very good reconnaissance position here. Anything that dares try to cross over the field is just going to get completely slacked on. Got another tank and some proletaries being brought in. We do have some artillery from base. The good old Bkan. The Bkan can. And then knocking out an entire infantry squad, yeah. A very good artillery barrage, that's for sure. And Riko just bringing in those infantry reinforcements to reinforce that northern sector. As well as a supply truck, I guess, to try and repair STRV. Yeah, Scorpi definitely has Gulf locked down now. He's got the infantry in the village, which is a very important position to hold. He's got a good defensive line around the forest as well, so he's doing pretty good, yeah. You got special ones going to be moving to Bravo, but we do see an infantry CV being brought in here. That's going to be landing it into the town. That's going to give Riko a nice +1 point advantage. He's already doing pretty good in terms of points, as he got that early point advantage, bro, early on. Yeah, the pushes from Riko into Gulf is just not, well, working out all that well. He does have artillery, which he's using to try and knock out that drug. don't succeed. Yeah, once you hold onto his position, it's very hard to try and push onto it here. And Riko doesn't really have that much in terms of forces. He does have the STRV, which is quite nice, but I think you're going to need a bit more infantry rather than a squad of Dragoneers to try and push out position. He has managed to sneak away a bit more into Foxtrot here, some Fallschirmjägers. As he's shooting down a helicopter as it flies over. Even going to be bringing out some rover anti-air, as well as the classic automatic. The king of anti-air and anti-tank. And anti-everything, really. That's what happens when you put a naval gun on a tank. Scorpi still has a pretty good hold on the Foxtrot. He does have the recon tank, as well as some APCs and ATGMs to just shoot anything that crosses your open field. Even though Riko is not in a great position, I would say, in terms of actual map control, he is getting that +1 point advantage, and he's getting a decent lead, and Scorpi is not bringing out a CV, and he really might want to think about doing that. He can get one on to go easily, and Foxtrot will probably be rather neutral. Yeah, Riko, even though he's not in a good map position with his points, he can just kind of hold. He doesn't really need to take Goth. It's going to be rather difficult to take Goth anyway. It's going to be pretty hard. But he can at least just neutralize Foxtrot and keep hold of Bravo and just leave it to a 0-0. I mean, by this point, yeah, the CV coming in, he's going to have over 100 points lead over Scorpi here. Scorpi is continuing to push, actually getting some special troops into the forest. It's going to be forcing Riko to actually fall back to another defensive line here in Echo. And he shouldn't lose Echo. It's at a pretty uncapturable point to capture. Yeah, Scorpi's best bet, I think, is probably just trying to play a bit heavier into Bravo. I mean, he can take his sector from here, especially with what's currently in the forest. But even just holding on to half a Bravo and just neutralizing it, that would give Scorpi a +1 point advantage. If he manages to get that CV on to go, which is slowly but surely landing. Yeah, just both sides getting their units into positions. He's actually trying to artillery the... Oh, did he kill... Oh, look, yeah, he managed to kill the bloody CV infantry as he unloaded, but the helicopter did survive. Oh, that's a really good player from Riko. That's going to give him an even bigger points lead and forcing Scorpi to spend more points on another CV. The SU-7B trying to get the automatic, but does not manage to get the hit. I do like, oh, the drug does get the sniper. Look at that maneuvering there. And the proletariats, as Scorpi is moving a little bit from north down south into the center. It's in a very good position to hold on to. And knocking out the automatic was definitely a good comeback from losing his command infantry. Yeah, Riko's gonna have a really lovely points lead now. We got another CV being brought to Foxtrot, so Scorpi's definitely realising he needs to put rubber on the road or, command vehicles into the sectors, as he's got a lot of catching up to do. There's still 28 minutes in the match, so he still does have time to get that lead. But with his CV being brought into Foxtrot, yeah, it's probably gonna force Riko's hand to get the CV in there too and neutralise the point. And then once again, Scorpi just needs to try and take the Bravo sector. He's trying to snipe the CV once again. Scorpi is going to play it, well, smarter this time and unload it into a less obvious position. Still a good defensive position, mind you, but this is usually the place you'd want to put it. He's learned the first lesson on how not to be seen. The special runs are ever not going to learn yet. They are going to blow up. Yes, they do. Very danger close bomb and run. At least Riko does have Bravo completely under control. Scorpi isn't really bringing all that much here. He's definitely focusing just trying to keep that momentum up north. I mean, he does have a chance of actually taking Foxtrot, I would think, if he relocated to more forces here. There's well, 2 SDR V12s, which are pretty nasty tanks. Yeah, maybe not work. That's like a pretty decent amount of heavy firepower, and then a rather concentrated spot too. F-16 trying to go for the Super Glab. Uses all its missiles. Does not get a kill. Yeah, it does not get the kill. Super Glab is super speedy and super maneuverable. Yeah, Riko going to be bringing some more infantry into the central position here. Maybe he's going to try and push into the Charlie Forest. Maybe just try to push north into Foxtrot and try to clear out some of these woodland areas. Once again, continuing to try to CV snipe, but while the CV is nowhere to be seen, he needs to try a different battleship sector. And the M84 is going to get some nice snipes off here. I believe the recon is going to spot him. No, it doesn't. But the bombs drill. You don't need to see stuff for bombs to blow stuff up. But really get the kill? No, it does not. 1 HP at M84 is barely holding on. And the Super Glab comes in, does not kill the SCRV-12. It just meant to kill the other one earlier. There's infantry push here. If he can unload and get that M84 for rocket launcher, that'd be pretty good. Oh, the Falchi Makers do survive. I do have that nasty Eric's. Goes, he shoots, gets a hit. The other M113 just charging right in. Gonna be throwing in the law. This is becoming a pretty costly push. The M84 is still alive, and I believe the SCRV, yeah, the second one did go down. That's a pretty big loss. The F-16 does manage to get a kill this time. As he knocks out the M8. Oh, it's a different M16, F-16 and before the anti-tank missiles. Well, no, it didn't kill the M8, 84. It's got some transports. Yeah, it was a pretty costly push there from Riko. He did manage to get a few kills in that forest at least, but not enough to actually get the ground, which is pretty important. And Scorpi is slowly getting that +1 point advantage because he still has Foxtrot under control. I think Riko's best bet is just trying to get a CV onto Foxtrot right now to neutralize that points bleed. I mean, once again, he can still just hold. He doesn't have to play all out aggressive. He has still over 100 points advantage over Scorpi. Here comes the Super Glide. What are you going for, buddy? I get links for the Rovia. He does manage to escape the F-16. And a little bit too late once again. Q7 not seen any radar to shoot and is gonna back off. Is he gonna try? Yeah, he's trying to CV snipe into Delta now. Maybe he's just trying to hit the FO, blow up the FOB. I don't know what he's trying to do, yeah. I think he's just trying to hit the FOB, maybe blow it up. It's gonna take a lot of artillery shells to do that. Yeah, M84 is going to be facing some ATGM fires. He does cross, and yes, he does go down. Scorpi getting a little bit ballsy here. He did manage to capture the enemy supply truck here. He does actually have a chance, if he notices, to actually book it back to his home lines. Mi-17 flying a little bit too close. Lynx is trying his darndest to shoot those mechanoias. We're not really going to be doing too much. We are finally seeing the CV being brought to Foxtrot. Try and neutralize that point at least. This would give Riko some breathing room. There's still 20 minutes into this match. It could still be anyone's game really. If Scorpi can neutralize Bravo at least, he'd have a pretty good shot. But he's really just focusing more on his central position so far. Does manage to neutralize the point. And once again, just both sides just doing a little bit of skirmishing. Lowell in the fight. Oh, he didn't turn the gun off on the CV, so it is going to get spotted. And he is going to rather smartly move out of dodge. So the artillery is already dropping on Rotros' position there. He does get hit and he does go down. God damn, yeah, Bkan has been an absolute pain in the arse for Scorpi, knocking out 2 CVs now. He really sort of moved it more down south instead of trying to go back into the same position. And that's going to give Riko the +1 point advantage. He's going to get an even bigger lead. It's going to force Scorpi to buy another CV, which is going to cost him more points. And it's definitely going to slow down his push. Or any push that he is going to try and do. I think he's really is missing on an opportunity, and at least just trying to neutralize Bravo. Pushing into Foxtrot has been rather deadly. And to really get the advantage of it, you need to fully capture it, which requires you going up his hill and trying to find a CV. The special ones are flanking. He might actually... could have a chance of spotting his CV here. He's already been hit a little bit. I don't know by ratio. Special ones are moving, but they're going to get spotted crossing that bridge. SA Row and the scout defender coming in to clutch it. Yo, he does spot the CV. Will Riko move it, yo? SE roll, and he's actually gonna move it quite a bit back, but just in time. The Plamen is gonna be coming in to Plamen the point. Will it get the kill? It's a rocket artillery, so obviously it does not. He only had a Bkan. Those things are apparently CV snipers. Yeah, Riko just... He's looking really good now. He has a 100 points lead. There's only 16 minutes left in this match. He can pretty safely just hold. I don't know what Scorpi is going to be trying to push in. He's like getting defenses all around, but I don't really see a concentrated force to really push anywhere in particular. He's getting an M91. Riko actually going to be getting another CV. I think it's just a backup just in case the one in Foxtrot does go down. So we can immediately recapture it. Very interesting play, because he's actually getting CV sniped. Well, there's not really many places to put the CV in Foxtrot in that position. He does knock... Yeah, it was pretty dangerous to put it here, even if he did control his hill, as all it takes is a few angry Czechs or Yugoslavs to come up and shoot him. Matey's trying to get snipe off of its last Maluka. And completely out of ammunition, which is, well, a good problem to have in one ray. A very bad one in another. I'm seeing a mortar, APC trying to get at special troops, but not going to be doing anything. We've seen an MI-35, I don't know what he's trying to do down here, pushing it unsupported. Oh, I think he's just trying to snipe the CV here. Oh, he's trying to kill the links. He could shoot the CV. He did have some reconnaissance nearby. That'd be a pretty rough raw kill, but currently I feel like his MI-35 is in a rather precarious position. Do you have an anti-aircraft gun moving in to try and blow him up? Or just an F-16 can do the job as well. But the Never does get the kill. And Scorpi only 12 minutes left. He's still down 100 points. It seems like he's going to be trying to make his push happen in Foxtrot. He does have the heavy tanks. He's moving out his M84, which has been repaired. But Riko has a good defensive position with the ATGM troops, and we got an F-16 coming in, dropping in some bombs. A lot of bombs, yeah. But the M91, yeah, it does go down. That's the cluster munitions. Like, yeah, it has cluster munitions. Well, yeah, it was bloody clusters. The bombs. I thought it was a cluster artillery, how it looked, but no, it's a cluster bomb. I forgot about it. That's a very good kill from Riko, nonetheless. It's definitely gonna alternately pushes. We do see some infantry being brought in. Actually, infantry could be enough to take his forest, but once again, I mean, capturing his forest is good, but you really need to try and secure, like, this Foxtrot hill. It does lead to you end up capturing the hill, but he only has 11 minutes. That's not a lot of time. Yeah, I feel like Scorpi's really just kind of screwed it up here, really. It wasn't really his game to lose, it felt like. The securing goal was such a huge advantage early on, because it's a very easy point to capture. And he could at least neutralize the other 2 points in the central position here, but that just did not happen. He is trying to make something happen in Foxtrot, and it could actually work. The MI-35 coming in clutch here. He can actually get a spot on those CVs with the Mechanoias. Still 9 minutes. He has a decent amount of points to catch up to. It's not impossible, per se. Might actually work. I might have been a bit harsh on Scorpi here. The MA-35 taken some pretty heavy damage out from that strafing run. And the Mechanoias as well from the bombing. Infantry CV. Major survived. The mortar coming in clutch. He can actually hit the infantry, but apparently he cannot. One Mechanoids is not going to be enough to take down that 5-man squad. And it's definitely not going to be enough when he's been blown up by a mortar. And the Dragoneers are just holding. They're not going to be holding for too much longer. Yeah, it's getting pretty tight. Only 8 minutes left. He's going to be moving in pretty aggressively with the M84. And this will work, really, if he does move it in. Yes, he's blowing up his own. Oh no! You're hitting your own command vehicle here, Riko. That's not very good. That's not good at all. And there he goes. Scorpi does neutralize the point. That's going to be a plus run to him, but with 7 minutes, is it going to be enough to catch up? I think it's going to get pretty close. If he can get us, like, if he can sneak a CV into Bravo, I think Scorpi could take it. Riko's priority right now should be just trying to get a CV into Foxtrot. Just neutralizing it for like 2 or 3 minutes will be enough to really stem any bleeding from losing these points. M84 moving in high under fire. If he can get it on the hill position, it's going to be a really pain in the ass to deal with. It is a recon unit, so of course when it shoots, it doesn't get spotted. Apparently, Yugoslavian tanks had suppressors on him. And they can just get some pretty easy snipes on things coming down this reinforcement road. The Scorpi may just clutch this, yeah, I feel like it's gonna get close. I don't really want to call it. If it does go down. Yeah, aircraft. Scorpi just needs to just throw everything to Foxtrot. I really want to see it bring a CV into Bravo. He's really been neglecting his side the entirety of the match. He also, and he's on taunt. You have pretty good infantry to fight in the forest. I mean, the Gandhis do as well. It's definitely something you want to try and contest over at least. It's hard to CV snipe as this entire forest area could really put the CV anywhere. A lot of guesswork you have to do. Riko is not getting that CV. Oh, he is. He is getting a CV. The Norlander should be enough. He's bringing it in very close. Maybe sort of waited a few seconds, I think. For the Pruzkaminchis, however you pronounce him, to go down. He's also taking fire from the Mechanovas, and this would be pretty obvious. And what's going on here? He needs to try and knock this out for his sake. There we go. There we go. And this entire little sector has just been completely bombed to hell and back. Riko, he just needs to put that CV in there. Even if he dies, just as long as he lives for like 2 minutes or so, he should be good. Heck, even 1 minute, I think. Yeah, that CV being brought in. I have a feeling this is going to be Riko's game. Plowman does fire, and of course with rocket artillery, it does miss. I do see a pram mortar going to be firing into that point. Once again, Riko, that dude just needs to stay alive for just a little bit. Yeah, I think it's too late now for Scorpi to actually turn this thing around. It's Rustin in the MI-17, I believe, to try to get the snipe or the spot. But Riko was smart and did turn off the guns. I've seen one clutch napalm bomber being brought in, but it's too late. He's probably going to get a good hit. Yes, he does, but yeah, just following up with the artillery. He really wants that command squad dead. With only a minute or so. I feel like Scorpi is technically going to draw the Wargame draw when it's like a 10% difference in points. But it should technically be a Riko win. Actually, no, I think Riko will get the technical win. But it's going to be close. But close is good enough, because, well, that will secure you the victory. And there we go, victory for Riko. Yeah, pretty close in terms of KD, only a 500-ish difference between both sides. And I feel really bad for Scorpio because he really could have run that game much easier if he really just contested that Bravo point after completely securing Gulf. It would have very easily been his match, but he really spent too much time dilly-dallying around Gulf and Foxtrot rather than just trying to neutralize that important Bravo point, which is a bit of a shame. But I think this is a pretty good lesson learned, yeah, in that match. And Riko, I mean, really, OCV snipes early on in the game were very clutch for him. That was really good kills. That gave him that very, even though he had pretty bad map control the majority of that game, just securing that points lead early on was all he needed to get the victory, as we can see. And, well, in Wargame, the points do matter. And that's all I really have to say for this match. I hope you guys have been enjoying, these odd Wargame casts I've been doing every now and again just to mix things up a bit. And, well, this has been another Angry cast. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And as usual, please just take it easy.